keep you.
And bear with me, folks. It's gonna be insane. And then again, not many people just watch my shit on these types of days. Oh, there we are. There we are. Hold it right there. Oh, and congratulations, everyone. Greetings and salutations to you, Mr. Hatfield. I am your host, Rickzilla, and this is, well, I wouldn't say late night with Rickzilla, but I am the Raptor. Apparently, Rickzilla, my other avatar, is, well, is taking the night off, and I persuaded him to allow me to come on instead, so that I could bless everyone with this amazingness. And of course, we'll be talking about, yet again, Adrazdia, the see you next Tuesday that pretty much has said a lot of crazy shit regarding her mother's passing, as well as, well, everything that is in between. Yes, I'm shilling out most of my shit right now, but let's not worry about that, since we got one video that I found, which was on Hatman's little archive channel called the Tardonomicon, and I will be playing that, hopefully, momentarily. So, how is everyone on this particular event? Oh shit, this video got removed. No worries. We have got the Tardonomicon, which is, of course, the iconic looking archive that is one of Hatman's greatest creations. So, one of the recent things I've seen was when this particular nugget came into mind. Like I said, the title, welcome. And for those of you, I have to say this. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to Rickzilla's iconic stream. Or at least, the stream is where welcome to Merry Sunday Stream, for those of you who aren't initiated. On this day, we talk about a crazy, mentally unstable hobo that goes by the name of Mary Margaret Barone, also known as Adrazdia. As I said before, Mary is quite a character. And by character, I mean she is completely known for only one thing, or at least two things, and two things only. Of course, one of those being extreme extremely batshit crazy. The other is, of course, her videos where she's pretty much complaining about how everyone is so mean to her. And I shit you not. There are things that I find funny, as like AP would say. So some things I do find funny, others I find repulsive and repugnant. And there are those that I think are, well, let's just say, a tad bit eccentric. And let's play some tunes. Because we're probably going into this blindly. So in order for us to enjoy this full experience, we're going to need to have a little extravagance. Because I know damn well you guys don't like hearing my voice 24/7. Even though I'm a talking velociraptor, I am still going to be playing this off with a lot of gravitas. Yes, I'm probably talking out of my ass, but that's not why you're here. I don't know. Probably a convulsory motion, but I'll fix that. Alright. Raptor. Raptor. Time. Time to stop moving now. Time to stop moving now. Oh, fuck it. Time to stop moving now. And now, we go on to the audio. Now we go on to the audio. And no. We are going to be playing this off with some amazing shit. But for now, we're going to be... Okay, fuck it. Like I said, I just found this video on what is known as the Tautonomicon. I bet it does. Yes, I bet it does. Yashir Amans. I bet it does drive the women crazy. But we're not going to be talking about the raptor. We're going to be talking about the crazy, mentally unstable woman known as Mary Margaret Barone. And like I said, I found this on the Tautonomicon. You can think whatever you like, you idiot. I don't care. But right now, let's get this party started. And I know who you are. So, the first things first. So first things... Yeah, what the hell am I kidding? Look, I'm just having the time of... Look, I'm just, shooting the breeze. I'm not usually one for streams like this, but what the hell. So, our first video is from the Tautonomicon, which is a archive channel created by Sir Hatman, which archives most of the crazy people that we talk about. And, well, like the stream, folks, again, I scheduled this, and I honestly have nothing to say, but fuck it. Let's go.
It's Friday night and all of the creeps are out. So, Oh Lord. I tried to get this last one on film, but I messed up because the camera was not aiming where I thought it was aiming, and I was trying to be discreet. Even though he was not trying to be discreet. Like, at all. So, I get on the subway, right, to head home. Kind of defeated. All I made tonight was $1 that came from some other live streamers. So.
The crossover. This is why I say, this is why I say that this is a crossover. Because, well, probably around the time when Adrasia was strolling around, she probably bumped into a few of those IRL streamers. And yes, I did a stream covering those guys. Check out Attack of the Cones. It's fucking insane. And yes, we know. So, this is what they're talking about.
On the subway, in my hat, old man sits down next to me. Whatever, I'm ignoring him. But I could feel him staring at me. So I glance over and I see a $20 bill in his hand. I'm like, oh, well, maybe he's going to surprise me and hand it to me before he gets off. No, that didn't happen. So, once he notices that I've looked over, he puts the 20 away and starts rubbing his pants and nodding at me. And I'm like, no, you're not doing that. Eventually,
hell no.
Somebody else gets off and he moves to where there's a double.
You do know I'm not going to be direct. I'm not going to let this fuck. Whoever this is in the stream, whoever is pretty much causing a ruckus.
We'll see. And he slides into the window, and he pulls out the 20 again, and he stares at me, waving the 20 and touching his balls. And just.
I would not touch this.
Like, come on. You want the money or what? Finally.
Honestly, I would not touch this dumb bitch to even slap her. So no, I am not clapping those fucking cheeks. She is deplorable. She is disturbing. She is by far one of the most heinous, most hateful people I've ever seen. So no, I have to decline that offer. So shut it. Whoever is causing a ruckus in that chat, Carlitos, I know it's you.
I just said, yeah, I need the money. I'm not going to do what you want for it.
Fuck yours. Go fuck yourself.
Money away. And he got off at the next stop. But like, how long does this dude need to gesture and flash money before he figures out that he's not going to get a blowjob or a hand job or whatever it was that he was looking for on a fucking crowded ass public subway from a purple haired bitch wearing a Burger King crown? First off, what about somebody wearing a Burger King crown gives you the impression that they're of age to be a prostitute? If we could just start there, that'd be lovely. Because isn't it normally children who wear these? And he never asked me anything. He never said anything to me directly. It was just a whole lot of, look, a dick. Look, a 20.
Isaac Flores, I'm not afraid of you.
Look, a dick. Keep looking. Come over here and do what I need you to do. You'll have it. Yeah, but it never verbally. Just all mimicry. It's frustrating.
Isaac Flores, leave me the fuck alone. I know you're there.
It's frustrating because, like, obviously I'm out trying to get a couple of dollars and trying to, find help.
Oh, so you're probably admitting that... Oh, let me guess. You're probably admitting that you may have been working the streets.
Ooh, so you're trying to get some money? I bet you are, Mary. I bet you're getting some money. Probably doing a little sucky if you catch my drift. I'm not here to judge. I'm not here to judge. I wasn't really planning on coming on stream, but fuck it. I already scheduled it. Might as well go through with it. Yeah, stop the static. Wait, there's static? Yeah, she does. Yeah, she is fucking old. Hell nah. Fuck it.
And there are people who will just take advantage of that. You'll see somebody who is just out singing or recording for a couple of dollars and be like, well, I got money for a blowjob, I got money for something sexual that you probably don't do, even though you're out here singing. The other creep that I met, well, I shouldn't call it a creep. I ran into another set of live streamers, so One Sonic.
Oh shit! One Sonic! Yeah, that's the... Oh no. Uh-oh. Are we getting a crossover with... Are we gonna get a crossover with One Sonic's crew? Are we gonna get a crossover with the IP2 community? Oh my god. Oh freaking... Oh my god. This is something. They're basic... It's all coming together. It's all coming together, folks. Folks! Like the stream. Like this fucking stream. Like this fucking stream. Share this shit with your friends. But not with Dark Ninja. Fuck that guy. I'm not... Fuck Dark Ninja. And also fuck Tragic. And fuck Isabella.
And these girls walked past me while they were talking to me, and they like turned their focus to them. And I found out that like they were hitting on this girl, and the other one was like, she's a minor. So
that's probably Gucci's.
that's not okay. And they didn't even leave it alone.
Wait a minute. That's either Gucci's or... Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. No way.
There. Look, the dude just like kept on. Like, the dude filming seemed to...
By the way, Gucci's like 21 years old.
Okay, but the dude that was going after people was just aggressive and too much. Because, like, he would ask me a question, but then before I could get into answering the question, he had another question up. He had another question behind that question. And I couldn't think straight to talk to the dude. I don't know if he was cracked out or what, but he was on something. They shared a joint with me that I'm pretty sure was just weed, but he was definitely something else.
You shared a joint with a dude and you didn't know what is in that joint? Nah, Mary.
Going after a kid. Apparently they had tried to talk to her earlier in the night and got blown off because the mom thought that it was like they were wanting something. So then they caught up to her again, and the mom was like, she's a minor.
Uh-oh. Wanna be rad?
Walk away.
Oh, God.
I wonder what that old dude
Oh, God.
with the 20 would have done if I was like, I'm a minor.
Bitch! You look like you're in your 50s. You're not fooling anyone, Mary.
It would be a lie, so I wouldn't say it, but I wonder what he would have done.
Bitch. You're not fooling anyone. Yeah, I know, my bird. I'm gonna go fix that shit. Alright, so let's see the actual live streams. This is on One Sonic. Wanna be rad? I wonder who this person.
Are you the Burger Queen? Oh, okay. Well,
So, like I said, this is on One Sonic's live stream in LA. One Sonic is one of those IP2 IP2 people. If you don't know what IP2 is, it's Ice Poseidon 2. It's basically one of those weird-ass IRL streamers. And I've seen a lot of those crazy IRL streams, and honestly, I have no words to describe how insane those people are.
I feel you. I'm doing the same thing.
Yeah, in case you're wondering why my streams are getting completely effed up, it's because I'm in need of a hard drive. Oh, God.
They make it intentionally difficult to understand.
Get her, I mean.
I've got both of you.
Keep it going.
So what about Apollo 68? You have a PayPal you're plugging.
Yeah, I have a PayPal me/address. Yeah, I have a YouTube channel.
Oh, wow.
PayPal me/Adrasdia. Holy shit.
Address
How do you spell this so that your viewers know?
ADRASDEA.
This is odd. I've never seen a crossover like this since Infinity War. Hell, this is the next big crossover, folks. This is the next big crossover since Spider-Man No Way Home. Locals and streamers, IRL streamers crossing over. This is huge, folks. Folks, like this stream. Share this shit around. And if you feel generous, once again, my PayPal, my Cash App, and whatever, and my Amazon wish list are in the chat, as well as in the link. The links are in the description below, as well as in the chat. We're getting me up. My goal is to get to 500 subscribers, probably before summer, or even before that, so I can have my community tab and post some fuck shit. Or at least not fuck shit, just some polls on what I should do next.
Okay.
That next take, don't look down when you take the
Cat, if you didn't hear right the first time, rewind it. Thank you.
What are you out here, communists? What do you think communists? Good? Racism? Are you racist?
No, I'm not.
Yeah, I know. There's some static on the end. I'm sorry. Oh, fuck. I think... There you go. That's not static, that's my fan. Hold on. Ah, damn. Hold on.
Oh, you look down again. You look down again. Go ahead. Are you racist? Right, all right. Where's the racism music? I got race. Racist.
I haven't been using the... Yeah, fuck it.
Oh, you look at it again.
No, it's just hard.
Money has fucking power, right?
Like, everybody has these preconceived notions in their heads, and so...
Hold on, let me, This is what I hate. This is what I hate doing. Bear with me for a moment, folks. Bear with me for a moment. I think I know why there's static. Looks like I'm gonna have to retire the Raptor a little early. Now let's get back to the looks like I'm gonna have to retire the Raptor early. Maybe that's probably why my static is a bit off. Maybe that's why I'm getting static, is because too many audio platforms. You know what? I'm just gonna get the anime boy out. I'm just gonna get anime boy out. Fuck this shit. I'm only gonna reserve the... I'm only reserving this shit for my boy. Sorry, it looks like anime boy's coming out of retirement. There you go. The money goal. Oh, the money goal's gone. How to get rid of static.
Hey everyone, this is Tim from Your Six Studios. Today in this video, I'm going to show you how to remove the static and buzzy noise from your microphone when you're using it on Windows 10. Coming up.
Sound control panel, huh? Yeah, I'm gonna go back and use this bad boy. Don't worry, just bear with me for a minute. Sound control panel. Don't worry. Fuck it. At least I can... I'm gonna have to take a little detour. Yeah. So. There you go. I think this will do. Maybe a little bit right here. Audio mixer. Ah, shit. Okay, good. Yeah, I'm trying to get rid of the static. I'm doing it. You know what? We'll have to wait until after this shit. Yeah, I've had worse. I've had worse. Anyway, I think it'll do for now. This will have to do for now. Yeah, this is what I'm looking at. Yeah, yes, I'm doing it. I'm watching a tutorial on a fucking stream. We'll wait until later on.
Believe you're racist. Everybody like has these racist
She said no.
moments.
$11?
All I heard was, excuse me, ladies, and I was like, I don't know what you're selling, but
Yeah, this was what I was looking at.
Oh,
I just wanted to
take
interview
that,
you.
take that.
But, okay, I
I
wanna-
paid him $1 to tell
we
you.
have to be like,
Okay, I respect.
Yeah, I was. Oh, so it's not. Oh, great. Oh, wait. I thought this was Gucci's, but it's one of One Sonic's live stream. I think I might need to take a look at that, but at this point, that thing got taken down, probably because, well, YouTube. And oh look, there's a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. How lovely. Oh, thank you, Chase the Train. Thank you for donating $10. That means a lot.
That. I was wondering if she was single by chance. Oh no, you did not say. I'm so sorry. So sorry.
Or they won.
She's taller than me.
Or however it is.
Yes. Yeah, YouTube Live. What's up, man? How's it hanging?
What do you think about the fucking
Uh,
street? What do you think about Hollywood?
About Hollywood?
IP2.
I like Hollywood. It has a
Dope
bit of
District.
Take a picture of him. He's fucking awesome, man.
We live.
Fuck yeah, man.
What you
Come
smoking?
on.
What you
Give us
smoking?
even go.
That's some weed?
Because right now,
Honestly, I don't know if there's weed in that thing. And I was munching on some stale-ass popcorn.
right now we're
I'll
right
take a
here.
hit.
We're right here.
If you're offering.
That's One Sonic. Like I said, this is a crossover.
What's your like?
The Raptor will be reserved for the StreamYard streams.
I'm part of a stream thing.
Yeah, you might want to
IP2.
Could I buy it?
IP2. Yeah, I've heard of those guys. Hell, I even did streams on those guys. They're fucking insane. Who knew that that locales could cross over?
So she can kind of mellow out. She's gonna do her tape.
And there she is.
You guys could have that.
Oh shoot!
No shit.
IP2?
Yeah.
There you go. What is it, like live streaming?
It's like a network of live streamers.
Whoa!
Is that Billy John? That's not Billy John. That was my friend.
Ask him to ask her a question.
Ask her a
Because
question.
I paid her already. She's a paid spokesperson.
She's a paid spokesperson. Oh, God. Oh, God. I gotta hydrate my shit. Anyway.
So what kind of stuff do you do on your YouTube?
I play video games, like retro games. A lot of.
Don't lie to me, Mary. Don't lie to us. See? And oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my freaking god. I just had this, I just had a thought. A fucking thought. Mary keeps saying that she can't interact with people. She's too afraid of people. And it just hit me. She's a fucking liar. She is a fucking liar. Oh my god. You say you're too afraid of people. I mean, well, for those of you who've watched some of Adrasia's videos or had me suffer through some of Adrasia's videos, watched me suffer, had to suffer with me. She has claimed over and over again that she's afraid of people, that she doesn't like talking to people. Hell, there was even one video, if I could pull that shit up on my channel. Don't worry. Right here. This isn't... Nah, I'm not going to show you another walk. Hell nah. That is... And I pray for my friends to come back, but again, I don't have any friends. I don't have any friends. And nah. Yeah, everyone hates you. Yeah. So.
And so, I posted a 2-hour video with Betty White.
Nobody cares.
The majority of the comments are, get a job.
Get a job. Trabajo.
No.
This one.
No. That's hard for you to hear. I know, it is. But no. I will not just go get a job. Because at this point,
I'm just skipping ahead.
that humans should be allowed to live the same way that animals do. That the land is free, nobody owns, and build myself a little cave out of mud and exist. But I should be allowed to do that because why shouldn't I?
I don't know, because you can't even take care of yourself. I've seen videos of you crying about how, oh, you can't find the bath. You can't go to the bathroom at 3 in the morning because they're cleaning it. And you threaten suicide.
I didn't ask to be born here.
Okay.
I was placed here, and all I want to do is exist here.
You're existing.
All I want to do is live. I don't even want to be around people.
See? This part is where I found it. I don't want to be around people. And yet, on February 18th, she's around people. Let me play that again.
All I want to do is live. I don't even want to be around people.
She doesn't want to be around people.
Like, the majority of the time, I don't leave my apartment. because I don't like being around people, because people are hateful and cruel and think about nothing but money and how to hurt people.
Now, you know, I knew I had to pull up this video for a reason. Because she says that she doesn't want to be around people, and yet she's around people. Well, not the best people, but people nonetheless. So again, Adrasia is caught in a motherfucking lie. Who would have thought that the person who says that she doesn't want to be around people is around people? That's something to think about. Am I right? Yeah, fuck it.
Nice. My name's Sonic.
Currently,
Flip it around this way. Flip it around this way. You go over this way, camera's this way. Get too much glare. It's better. We have the glow. Come on. Where am I going?
I'm filming it.
Right, this way.
Yes.
Oh, right there. Perfect. Get that purple.
currently I'm playing
There you go.
Pokemon
Yes.
Blue.
He's playing Pokemon Blue on an emulator. A shitty emulator that probably is filled with bugs, but an emulator nonetheless.
Pokemon Blue.
Favorite Pokemon
My
character?
favorite Pokemon,
YouTube,
Charmander.
man.
Give me an elbow.
I'm dealing with a lot of cyber harassment and cyberbullying on YouTube, actually, because I was homeless for 5 years and I got my Section 8 last year, and people are very angry
I'm good.
that I have a Section 8.
Oh, thank you, Cordy.
I'm not, like, working. So
Get really angry. Show them how angry you were for the last whatever it is. Show them.
They've been hassling me a lot. My mom passed away last
They're
year.
hassling me. Let them know this is a clip.
Yeah, her mom passed away, and oh my god, dude, I just watched all the videos from yesterday when I did my stream yesterday because again, I was bored. You were saying a lot of nasty shit about your own mother. I mean, goddamn, I was angry. I was furious. I was furious at the fact that you would come on here and say all this hateful shit about her, calling her, saying that her alcoholism was the cause of her death. Bitch, you refuse to give her a kidney because you think that you could use one of your organs as a bargaining chip so that your mother, Katrina, would validate your self-perceived victimhood. So again, miss me with that shit. Miss me with that motherfucking shit. And yeah, Panda, I was basically talking about this crossover right here. And yeah, dirty bathrooms aren't good either. Moonlighters. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna take control.
And they're even attacking me about that. Like,
Me too.
my mom passed away from
Same here.
liver failure,
Same here.
and they're accusing it of me of being my fault because I didn't donate to them.
Why are you bringing this shit up, Mary? Why are you bringing up your problems? Stop fucking with these people. They ain't got time for your problems. They're busy trying to do some fuck shit. And what the hell? Yes, I had to bring back the anime kid. I will reserve the Velociraptor for the StreamYard streams when I can afford it. Hopefully soon.
But I'm not the one that messed up her liver, and we weren't close.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, that's true. The fact that he's agreeing with her is funny as hell. The fact that he's agreeing with her, it's dumb. It's fucking dumb. I honestly, cannot comprehend how transparent this dumb bitch is. But then again, I'm used to this type of shit. I'm so used to it. They're sharing a joint. Mary, don't put that joint in your mouth. You don't know where it's been. Maybe that's why you're acting crazy about your mom passing away.
Sister, we got your back. The brothers and sisters and everybody else, we're all kids. Hey, you looking good these days.
I do a little bit of everything.
Kinda.
I do a little bit of everything.
I do a little bit of everything on YouTube. I sing.
I do a little bit of everything. Bullshit. You don't do shit on your YouTube, Mary. All you do is just make videos of yourself complaining and doing this whole poor pity party bullshit. And your gameplay is not that good. And I've heard you sing, Mary. I've heard you sing. You suck at it. I'm sorry to say this, but you are a bad singer. I don't know what to say. Maybe I should utilize my new sound card. That way I can add in a laugh track.
I play video games. I walk around.
You guys play video games?
You guys play video games?
I like playing Frogger.
I like playing Frogger. Am I repeating this guy? I mean, come on. Come all the way on. I mean, dude. Dude. Nah, what the hell? What the hell? These guys are wasted as fuck. These guys are wasted as fuck, and Mary, she keeps droning on and on. It's a living.
Frogger?
Yeah, I'm stuck in
That's on the old Atari. I had an Atari when I was a kid. We had an Atari. That was the first game we had, and then we had Super Nintendo after that.
You're not that old.
I'm 37 this year. Next Wednesday I'll be 37.
You don't look a day over a fucking 16, 17.
16.
You're like a runaway kid.
I appreciate it. It's nice because, for over a year now I've had people.
I stream late most times. Well, yes, it's daylight savings. It's daylight savings. That's probably why I'm streaming late. Well, actually, no. Daylight savings is going to come up, and then once daylight savings starts, I'll start streaming at 9 again, because that's when most streamers do their streams earlier. Time zones are very, very strange. That's why I'm
telling me every single day that I'm stupid, I'm ugly, I'm worthless, and nobody wants me around. So
Tell me about the freaking earthquake and how California's going underwater. Because we know
have we
Jen
had
Jones.
one recently?
We had one of the earthquake.
California earthquake. Oh my god.
Look here, Ridgecrest quake. It was about 2 years ago now. It's gonna happen. We had 2 of them back.
Northridge was.
You think the big one's coming?
She knows.
That's what they call it.
Right, what I'm worried about is the Tonga volcano that exploded last month. Know exactly
Oh yeah, that volcano. Oh yeah.
how much that could have shifted the plates, and with California being ready for the big one anytime, anything that shifts those plates makes it a danger. So that's what's been worrying me a little bit, but we haven't seen too many repercussions for the Tonga volcano. So
Well, there have been some repercussions. If I'm gonna get science on you, I'm gonna start getting some science on you guys. I just watched a video on that volcano eruption, and the only repercussion I can think of is cool temperatures. Well, around that time, but who knows? maybe there may be some, and yeah, there's some clouds. And watched. Yeah, honestly, I really don't give a fuck. Some dropping temperatures were probably a result of that, but it's winter. And maybe those winter storms were probably a result of that. I don't know.
I'm not a scientist. I'm not a meteorologist. I'm just a guy on YouTube trying to cover an idiot. Try to like review people, but I do what I have to do.
Oh, it's Tonga.
Tonga, yeah, that's what was a couple weeks ago.
Tonka.
I knew it was something to do with the fucking managed. That's why we had that Pineapple Express. Like, just super secret way.
Don't give me too much credit, Panda. I'm not that traversed. I am not that type of... I'm not keen on science, even though I've wanted to get into biology, but it's just some stuff I've picked up from geology and some science documentaries that I had to watch, but I hardly remember any of it. Probably because it's been a long time. But that shit kind of fascinates me. That shit does fascinate me. It used to scare the shit out of me back then. Now I find it fascinating. I don't have the brain power to talk about it. I don't have the brain power to talk about it right now. Maybe some other time.
I gotta feed the tree real quick.
How long are
You gotta
guys-
feed the tree?
How long are you guys out here with your... How long have you been live?
I've been live for 4 hours and 30 minutes about now.
4 hours.
I have 79.
And what is your YouTube so I can look it up?
One Sonic, O-N-E Sonic on YouTube.
Keep in mind that this bitch has said that she doesn't like being around people. Once again, like I said, if you have watched Adrazia, you would know that this bitch is nothing more than a pathological liar.
Or yeah,
I'm
or
gonna friend you.
yeah. At least on Instagram, or you can look me on Instagram as well.
You don't have Instagram.
Good. Paradigm shift. I love it. You guys are great. Okay, man. Excuse me. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
That's what you gotta do. You gotta have people like welcome me love you. Like, hey.
This was on One Sonic's YouTube channel until it got taken down. Because, well, most of these IP2 people, they usually take down their streams.
Hey, man. Can I get on this shit? Like, hey.
This guy wants to let you know it's a new scary face. These girls are saying, we're not in it.
I'm not finding you.
They suck. There's no timing. That's
Can you
how
spell
it
it?
becomes an act. They start moving how people don't move. See how she went back on like this? People don't do that in real life.
I'm sorry.
I'm saying I see the whole city. I've seen your moments. You have no timing. Dun, 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 dun. So in regular life, you go like this. Hey, how's it going?
I know.
When in your movie, you're trying to avoid everyone to see you going to the mark. Hey, how you doing?
That's fine, Panda. That's fine. That's fine, Panda. I mean...
You see it.
Can you spell?
Yeah, YouTube.
I'm not gonna-
O-N-E Sonic.
beat around the bush and say all this shit.
And I see like Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, play a song while you're interviewing. So I told you.
I mean, they... I'm gonna be honest. They look like they're having a conversation. And maybe at some point Adrazia doesn't actually want to be there, but at least she's opening up to people. Even though she's telling a bunch of lies. And yes, this... Keep in mind, I'm just using a mic that's pretty much hooked to an adapter. That probably doesn't work right. But we'll figure that out. Maybe I'll shift a few things around. And
Is this you?
That's me right there. I should be live right now. If you click it, you might see your face.
I never want to see my own face.
Okay. Well, that's me. And my Instagram and Twitter's in the description if you want to message me as well.
same here. Chase the train. Same here. I'm usually around people most of the times. Or at least when I'm in public, or when I go to like a gathering, I'm usually around people. Most of the times, I'm usually cooped up in here. Or I take a walk.
Well,
One more hit off of that, and then I'll let
Sonic.
you guys go.
Sonic.
One Sonic.
I got one in my back.
Yeah, but they're pretty much cutting the clips together because that explains the pauses. Is the clips were cut together, condensed. They're condensed, just to pad the timing, which I have no problem. I mean,
Let's shift over here and just kind of get the vibe of this place. We're really shooting good. I saw a couple.
Just give me the rest of this? Am I just going to take the rest of this, or y'all still want
I think he's looking for a lighter or something.
Yeah, I got one.
She's got a lighter, dude.
she got lighter.
Yep.
But again, like,
I'm not in there.
This is basically what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Just have a turntable in here and some other stuff. But this is
That's some ball ass shit.
comfortable.
That's gotta cost a lot of money, man.
Talking like normal. So that's what he's talking about.
Hey, you want me to relight it, or do you care if I take this?
That looks like a studio. It looks like a studio desk with a monitor. I don't know.
Just relight it.
Okay.
Take as many puffs as you like.
Nah. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't mind having something like that if I ever do like a newsroom type shit. But I make what I gotta do.
But just keep
What are you
in
gonna-
mind. When he's asking you the question,
I'm bougie as
he's not
AP.
really like, say whatever you want. Have wow ass. Here, relax. I got coffee. You can see a lighter. The lighter is a very good way to smoke.
Coffee is good, dude.
It's very good.
Oh shit, do you know DJ Ski?
Yeah.
Awesome. Tell him I said thanks for doing mixtapes with Charles Hamilton. Hell yeah.
IP2 community, folks. IP2.
Folks, like the stream. I got it back up and running because the Velociraptor was pretty much having poor connections. So the anime boy is back, but the Velociraptor will come back for the StreamYard streams. I'm just conserving on them until the 14th.
Thank you, guys.
Thank
Good
you.
luck, good luck.
You as well.
So, that just happened. And we just let it happen. Yeah, that's the one. And yes, I was a bit pissed off at that one. Now let's get back to Mary's main channel. Her main fucking channel. Drazia. Holy fuck! She just posted a new video. I wonder if what she's talking about, either President's Day holiday, huh? She's either talking about President's Day or Valentine's Day. One of the two.
Y'all know that tomorrow was a federal holiday? Because I didn't.
It's President's Day.
Yes, tomorrow is a federal holiday. It's President's Day.
Yay.
Why do you care? Why do you care what holiday it is. I didn't see you make a video on Valentine's Day.
So yeah.
That means I can't go to the Social Security's office tomorrow. I
Oh.
also can't do it on Tuesday because that's my doctor's appointment.
Oh. Oh, fuck. Mary, maybe you should have thought of that. Maybe you should have thought of that when you decided to sleep in all week.
It's gonna be a fun week.
I'm betting it will be. Not really. Hopa, 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 hopa. Now, let us continue on with one bad day. Now, this event.
Yeah, it's been one of those days where everything's wearing out me.
Wearing out me. It's been one of those days since it's been wearing out you. And if you think I am actually being a shithead to this person, just know that I'm not picking on her because she's mentally unstable. I'm pretty much calling her out for being a pathological liar. I mean, am I not wrong? Am I wrong to say that? Am I really wrong? Usually,
I just got up here and got my weed, so calming down.
calm down.
Even that was a difficult thing though today because like I always get the same thing. $8 pop.
$8 a bat. $8 pop. Mary, I think you got gypped. I think you just got gypped. $8 a pop for some weak ass weed. You might as well, boy. If you hadn't been much of a bitch to AP, he would have hooked you up with some CBDX, and you'd be
Flying to the moon day and night.
Then again, I don't think CBDX would ever sponsor your ass. As long as you don't go for natural healthy CBD. From what I heard, the person who runs that type of business is a crackhead.
Easy. It's not the cheapest because that's the $5 shake. It's not the most expensive. So we're just in the middle. So today I go in and I look and they've just restocked. The things are all full. So I look down, I see the $8 pop and I say, just 1 gram of $8 pop. She looks directly at me and says, "Oh, we don't have that." I look down at the full mason jar with the sticker on it that says $8 pop. I'm like, "Are you sure?" Because it's right there.
You can't get your wheat. Can't get your... That's actually... Hyatt Last Dab says. That's actually not in the middle. That's the bottom shelf. And I resent that bud tender comment. I work 30 hours a week bud tending and another 25 to 30 hours doing cannabis caregiving, which means I take a large selection and do home visits, listen to people's issues and ailments, and then tailor orders to their special conditions. Many, many things to calculate. Terpenoids, terpenes, and many benefits. It's not about THC. It's not even close. And yes, maybe bud tenders are bad at their job, but... Oh, she's talking shit about bud tenders?
What? You know, I imagine if you work as a bud tender, you just get stoned and don't think much.
I am sorry. Are you criticizing people for doing their jobs? I just read a comment from a person who actually works as a bud tender. I mean, it's not about getting stoned all the time. It's about listening to people's problems, understanding their ailments, and cultivating the bud to suit and treat their ailments. I don't know. Actually, no. I don't think weed actually treats ailments. It just makes you forget about them. I mean, I don't smoke weed. I never did smoke weed. But I understand why people smoke weed. It's kind of like a muscle relaxer. A lot of people have a lot of ailments, and weed helps with those ailments. CBD helps with people's ailments at times. And this dumb bitch here, this narcissist, this idiot, had the utter gall to insult the person who supplies her with her medicine. Weed is a medicine if it's cultivated into a medicine. It's not a drug, even though some people treat it as a drug. I'm looking at you, Shani and Rev. The fact that you're always high 24/7. Weed doesn't always treat every ailment, but it makes you forget about it. But if you apply weed directly towards what ails you, in the forms of CBD, in the forms of oils, in the forms of even drinks, gummies, edibles, you can never do wrong.
Maybe she needs a coffee. I don't know. So, people tell me, well, you're never going to feel better if you just keep dwelling on things, if you don't let it go. I try to let it go.
Yeah, Hyatt Last Dabs wrote this comment, and it destroys the argument. It's about caregiving. They work hours on end, bud tending, and of course, caring for other medicinal properties. And they usually tailor to those orders for special conditions. It's about timing. It's about putting in the right concoctions. It's also about research. Talking with people. Spending hours on end trying to understand what illnesses that person has. Supplying tailor-made cannabis, tailor-made to suit their needs. And yes, there are some bud tenders that can be bad at their job, but not all of them. It's not even easy to even bud tend. It's not easy to bud tend. Even though I don't know the first thing about bud tending, but if you work at like a vape shop or a dispensary, let me know what it's like. What it's like to work at like a weed shop, because this bitch, this sociopath, she has the utter gall to talk shit about someone doing their job. Once again, Mary has a grudge against people who do their jobs. Maybe not the right way, but again, I'm detecting that she has a resentment for people who actually work, who actually make money doing what they do.
It's hard to let it go when it's still being denied by my family. And that's the thing. Like, people are saying, well, it's strangers online. There's nothing you can do to change the mind of strangers online. But they're not strangers, because my family is a large part of it. Aunt Kathy's Storytime is my blood aunt.
And Mary, between you and Aunt Kathy, again, I would rather take Aunt Kathy's side over yours any day of the week. Why? At least she doesn't go into manic episodes trying to slander people like you do. Aunt Kathy is more honest, even though and Aunt Kathy doesn't show her face on camera, which is a good thing, because again, anonymity is important. But Aunt Kathy seems to be more honest than you ever will be. And the reason why she's on YouTube is to call you out on your bullshit. So again, you can go and say Aunt Kathy is a liar. You can say that Aunt Kathy and your family are trying to kill you. You can say all that shit you want. You can say, oh, everybody wants me dead. You can lie till the cows come home. It's not going to change the fact that you are a horrible person. And you should feel horrible for all those hateful things you said about your mother the other day. I honestly cannot grasp how anyone could be this cold, this emotionless, this soulless. It's like Adrasia is an evil ghoul. Am I reading into this too much? Am I taking this a little too seriously? Let me know, because again, sometimes I need to know my limits, and maybe that's why I don't get that much traction. It's not like anybody wants to see me rant about how someone who is living their life is impacting mine.
That's not a stranger. That's not a random person who doesn't know the situation and is making things up to hurt a random person because they can. That's legitimately my blood aunt who has... her videos have made my life hell because people believe her and they attack me for her lies, and I've been dealing with that for a long time.
Mary, sit down for a minute. What you said
is absolute bullshit. Even if Aunt Kathy didn't have a YouTube channel, people were still attacking you. But they have a reason to attack you. There is a reason why people don't like you. Well, there are many reasons why people don't like you. But one of them is a simple notion. You're not honest. You're a pathological liar. You falsely accuse people of crimes they didn't commit. You said a lot of nasty, disgusting things about your family, even your dead mother and your father. I've never known your family. I've only spoken with Aunt Kathy in a few streams. And I have asked if she is like this. And from what I've heard from Aunt Kathy and Cousin Sarah, which of course Cousin Sarah had to live through it because she witnessed your meltdowns firsthand, your insanity firsthand. And from the looks of it, I would take Cousin Sarah's word, I would take Aunt Kathy's word over yours any day. Even before Aunt Kathy had a YouTube channel, your family knows the type of person you really are. Everybody knows the type of person you are. And it's not because of Aunt Kathy, it's not because of Adonis Paul or Royce Lopez, it's because of you. It's because of your videos. The videos that you posted a while back that you privated, but those have been unprivated. Not to mention your Facebook posts. And you can go on and say, oh, this person is mean. These people are hateful. They're saying this stuff to make me want to hurt myself and all that shit. Just know this. We got screenshots. We got the screenshots from your Facebook. Remember after your mother, not your mother, your grandmother, your grandmother passed away back in 2015, you were pretty much, and you've tried to put on this facade that you were grieving for her. You didn't do the same thing when your mother passed away recently. Like I said, even Shani put on this performance art playing the part of a grieving daughter. But when your family gave you that $10,000 and told you to figure it out, that money could have gone to getting a lawyer to well, I don't know much about law, but I could have gone to a lawyer to finalize the deed to your grandmother's property. Reality Check showed me the pictures of that land. Hell, she showed me the receipts to that property. And not to mention, she showed me the Zilla page on where that property now stands. Reality Check has a background in this type of shit. And the numbers don't lie, Mary. That property could have been worth lots of money had it not been for the fact that, there are two factors to it. The job market crash, the stock market crash, and of course the unkempt mistreatment of that property. The fact that you
could have gotten a bailout. Or you could have gotten a deed. You could have hired a lawyer to finalize the deed. But instead, you wasted a lot. You squandered $10,000 on fancy fine dining, new clothes, fancy kitchenware and Tupperware, and of course paying off some of your bills. And you got Netflix. So, like I said, again, I have to keep saying this. You're more fiscally irresponsible than Shanny and Rev. And like I said earlier, actually so many times, Shanny and Rev had 2 years to blow through that $700K. That money could have gone to, I don't know, paid off the loan to that house that Rev inherited. It could have gone to buying a better house for Shanny and the kids. Getting a car that runs perfectly, not some fancy new car. Hell, even could have gone to the kids' college fund. But no, that money went to feeding Shanny's fat gullet. Actually, no, that money went to feeding that ham beast of a woman. That Jabba the Hutt looking bitch. And yes, I'm making fun of Shanny's obesity, but yeah. Rev blew through that. Shanny and Rev blew through that money within the span of 2 years they've been together. You blew through the $10,000 that was given to you by your family in less than 2.5 weeks, give or take. So, again, another reason why I think you're worse than Shanny. You don't even... And this is a thing with people who are given a large sum of money and don't know what to do with it. It's insane, don't you think? All that money could have gone to buying a house. All that money could have gone to buying a house, getting insurance for that Jeep, and maybe living a normal life. But instead, Mary had to think about treating herself. And look where she's at now. And again, I got a quote, and you have to understand, she has made every decision to put herself in the situation she is in right now. So, it's not on the family's fault. It's not the family's fault that she's doing this shit. It's not Adonis Paul. It's not Aunt Kathy. It's not even Royce Lopez or JJ Stoner that put her in this situation. She did this to herself. And before you go on and say, oh, you're being mean to her, just know that this woman, this person right here, could have had a better life had she had not fucked with the wrong people. Oh, hey, Meg B. Yeah, I understand. I understand, Meg B. Maybe I should, maybe you're right. Maybe I shouldn't keep talking about Adrazi that much anymore. But, again, I'm gonna be, putting, like I said, it's usually a routine thing, but I can always just not do Mary Sunday streams that much anymore. Or at least put it on a hiatus and then do other streams. Like I got my Zilla show on Wednesday where we're going to be looking at Wings. At the recent Wings drama. Because that's kind of interesting. And yeah, we're probably going to laugh at Trisha.
Not to mention, when I actually listen to her videos, I deal with traumatic shit because her voice, I swear to God, it's like her voice hits my brain on a traumatic level, and just hearing it makes me shift into a different mode where I can no longer even, like, think clearly about what she's saying because everything automatically feels like an attack on me. You can't talk, you can't reason with somebody when they're speaking on a different level from you.
I think this is going to sound far-fetched. And this might upset some people, but I think you and Aunt Kathy need to settle this once and for all. I mean, this conflict needs to be resolved one way or the other. I'm gonna be real. These are one-sided arguments. There's no resolution. There's no answer. There's nothing. She's just bouncing back and forth, repeating herself over and over again, demonizing her. And Aunt Kathy, I love you, but again, anything you say about Mary, she will use it against you. I think at this point, it's time to resolve this. I can even do a stream where I can just mediate while you two talk about things. Even if Mary doesn't want to come on, which I know she won't, I can set it up. We can set that shit up. Even if she doesn't want to come on, we can still set that shit up. Hell, I can even have Reality Check to back me up if that works. I mean, it's up to you. I know you're not gonna. I know you might watch this later on, but like I said, we can set that. We can set that up if you're up to it. We can set up like a little call with you and Mary because, well, Mary probably might not want to answer, but I think we need to squash this beef once and for all if it's possible, which I highly doubt it is. But Mary, I know you like to watch that. I know you watch my videos because you just can't help yourself but hear what other people say about you.
And yes, I was being a bit of an ass, being a mean asshole, but I mean, come on, your mother just passed away. Could you at least show some sympathy for her? For your family, for your siblings? Could you at least show some humility, some humanity? I mean, maybe people deal with grief in different ways, but what you said, that was immoral. That was wrong. And I want to believe that people can change. I really do. But it's hard. It's hard to see when people... It's hard to see that because there are people who don't want to change. And I can see from Mary's... Based on her video, on your videos, Adrastia, you don't even want to put in the slightest effort to change. And I'm gonna be calm right now. I'm gonna be calm for this part because, like I said a while back, I said that when you were living on the streets, when you came to LA, I thought those videos were a bit interesting when you were talking about your daily life, living in a tent, the ways you were trying to survive, filming yourself walking up and down the streets. I thought those were interesting. Or maybe, oh wait, no, what about when you paid a visit to the original house, Haunted Hill House, the place where the original House on Haunted Hill was filmed, the tourist attraction, even though you filmed the outside of it. I thought that was interesting. When you were walking up the boulevard to where the original House of Haunted Hill was filmed at, I thought that was interesting. I mean, hell, if I had the balls and if I had the balls to do, I would have done like those urban explorations. But again, you have to go through red tape to do that shit. But it is what it is. I mean, this shit where you're bad-mouthing your Aunt Kathy, a woman who just recently lost her sister, her younger sister. And you just keep going on saying that she is evil, she is a monster. It breaks my heart. And it makes me feel disheartened that you would say shit like that to a family member, even though you haven't spoken to each other for decades, for years even. I honestly don't understand how anyone would think this way. And I used to think that there are people, and I used to think that some people can change. I didn't really. I would believe that there'd be some good in people. But after spending my time on YouTube, after watching a bunch of these people,
it appears that that's not the case. And it's sad.
And not a different level emotionally, not a different level intelligently, a different spectrum almost. Like, y'all know how some days you wake up and everything just annoys you. Things you like are aggravating, and it's like everything is just too much, too high, too low, too hot, too cold, too everything. Everything just needs to take a break because it's too everything, right?
I agree.
That's what it is whenever I hear my aunt's voice. Her.
I agree. Not everyone can change. Not everyone. You're right, Meg B. Not everyone can change. And I've seen that with Adrasia. I've seen that with Shani. Hell, I've even seen that with, truthfully, Trisha. I mean, these are people who are so used to having their way. And they can't accept when they're being ousted, when they're wrong. They just can't accept being wrong all the time. And that's what I see with these people, with these lolcows, is that they want to win so bad. They want to win. They want to be right all the time. And it eats at them that people are challenging their worldview. That's why they go on YouTube and say all this crazy shit. I mean, let's be honest, Megby. You can try and reason with Adrasia all you want. You can try and talk with Trisha on her live streams. But again, it's just going to fly over their head. Anything you say to them, they'll use it against you. And with Adrasia, I think in some way or form, she has dug herself into a hole that's impossible to get out. And I could say the same about Shani. Actually, no, she pretty much plummeted to the earth and created a second Grand... She pretty much plummeted to the earth and fell into the Grand Canyon and got stuck. For Shani, it's a crater. Okay, maybe I was just being funny. But again, there are people I've seen recently and you're right, change is hard. Some people can put on a facade and act like they've changed. But then they go back to square one and start being a complete asshole to people all the time.
Voice instantly swips on that flitch of everything is just too much. Everything she's saying is wrong because she's just trying to hurt me.
No, that's not the case.
She said herself she's never going to say anything on her channel that will validate me. So that tells you right there exactly what kind of a family member she is. Because most family members, they don't fight so hard to keep their family members invalidated. That's not something that most people would do. And I'm assuming that's what...
Meg B, you always know what to say. You always know what to say. At the end of the day,
You're right. At the end of the day, they're their own worst enemy. They can go and say all the shit they want. We can just review them and respond all we want. But you're right. You're absolutely right, Megby. It's not going to make a difference if we respond to them. They're going to do the same shit over and over again. All we can do is just point our fingers and laugh at them, even though that's more immature than what they do. Speaking of which, yeah, I'm not going to look at. Speaking of which, we're going to derail from Adrasia and just look at this idiot here. This is James Clark. And,
So, as I thought it would happen, it happened. Many trolls have hit me up in my inbox, on my email, and other things to say that I never had a trip to Argentina. Well, I posted evidence.
I think I've heard this story before. I think Hatman briefly mentioned about this in his video on James.
About how
He keeps saying that he can't refund the ticket to Argentina. I mean, oh my God. James. You just never learn. That's why I gotta laugh at your ass.
In my community tab, okay, that I did indeed have a trip to Argentina. And I still do, technically.
Why does he look like a dick? Why does he look like a shaved pubes?
Waiting to hear whether or not the refund will be given to me, and it probably won't. I've been trying
what the fuck is that on his head?
to get a refund for that ticket ever since a certain someone appeared on a certain internet podcast, we'll call it Daywave Radio. Since they said they didn't want to see me, I've been trying diligently to get my refund because I did not want to stress them out.
No, James, sit down for a minute. Sit the fuck down. Eliana hates your guts. Eliana doesn't want to see you. You can make up all the lies about how, oh, you were trying to refund the ticket to Argentina. You were gonna go to India or wherever because the age of consent laws are different. You can say all this shit you want. It's not going to change the fact that you did something really fucked up. Or at least, it doesn't change the fact that you are completely delusional. And that you are perpetually in the mindset of a 12-year-old. And I can say the same about all these other little cows, is that they're not emotionally and mentally mature. They haven't mentally matured past their teen years. Some might have not have matured past their preschool years. There are even some who like to regress to being a child. And then there are those who still think that they are teenagers, or they want to go back to being teenagers. Hell, there are even those that want to go back to being 21 years old. I mean, I'm not going to go say where the line is drawn, because again, what difference does it make? At least we can just sit back and watch the fireworks whenever shit hits the fan, or when they say something really stupid. Like every time James tries to say something in Spanish, or says taco, 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 and go, "Ay!" It's funny because he's just because he thinks he's trolling people by saying that shit. But he's only making himself look like a bigger idiot than he already is. And James is an idiot.
My goal was never to stress that person out. My goal was to go to Argentina because I thought somebody was hurting her because of the nature of the emails I was receiving.
Yeah, that's true,
and
Chase.
The threats I was receiving via email, via Instagram, and via the comments section of my videos. Okay? And the people seemed to know quite a bit about her. Okay? Because they were probably stalking her too.
Jamesy boy. Jamie boy.
Jimmy. Can I call you Jimmy now? Maybe I shouldn't call you Jimmy, but I'm just gonna call you Jimmy.
Don't kid yourself.
You're just projecting. Six years. 6 fucking years since you've since you've
Tried communicating with Eliana. And for 6 years of stalking her,
I'm surprised he never took the hint that she doesn't want anything to do with him. And yes, I was watching Hatman's video on this. People do change. And he is right. Hatman is right. People do change. Life experiences can change people. The person you were talking to all those years ago is not the same, is no longer there, is not the same person she was when you first came in contact with her. So, yeah. You can go and deny that you weren't stalking Eliana and that all of this is just a big misunderstanding, but you're sitting in whatever domicile that you currently reside, still repeating the same things over and over again. You know, the definition of insanity is repeating the same things over and over and expecting a different result. And for 6 years, you've been trying to get in contact with Eliana, saying that you're going to go to Argentina to see her, and you just keep backpedaling, saying that you weren't planning on going to Argentina. And even the Fuck People and the Daywave crew and even Hatman chipped in on trying to catfish you to stop you from obsessing over Eliana. I mean, the whole Galena thing was just a way for you to even stop talking about Eliana. And when shit hit the fan and then you caught up, maybe what Galena was just was a coping mechanism for you to throw people off. I don't know. I don't know where the whole Galena thing came from. I really didn't pay much attention to James until, well, I've seen some of the funny shit from AP, from Daywave, and even Rotsy. Hell, even Nightwave covered this shit. And even Virgie. I think Virgie was one of the many people that introduced us to James. Right after Cassandra or Gasuba stop being funny.
But my point is that with that person, I've always tried to do the right thing. This time, however, what's different, I was going to let the ticket die originally if I couldn't get the refund. However, it turned into a pissing match between me and Royce when Royce offered to buy my ticket under the pretenses that he was going to go to Argentina. And I'll be damned if I'm going to let that happen. Okay?
You may... excellent point, R. Azrael. An excellent point. That is an excellent point. Well, that's Einstein's... Well, I was referring to Einstein's definition.
So that's when it turned into a pissing contest between me and Royce. The difference is now...
Don't kid yourself, James. You wanted to fight Royce.
Royce, JJ, and AP were trying to tell you to leave Eliana alone.
But then you made a big spectacle out of it, and
now half the Dayway crew and
the fuck people, and even Hatman's people,
they were clowning on your ass.
hell, even I started laughing at how stupid your claims are, and it's
very funny, to be honest. Just seeing you trying to backpedal and then only for you to trip over your own words and make yourself look like a bigger idiot than you already are.
It's funny to know that
even if you try to cover your tracks and present yourself as the victim, or try to hide the fact that you were being an absolute creep, it still won't make a difference. You can lie all you want, James. You can challenge AP and Royce Lopez to a karate match all you want. You're not going to get the results that you were looking for.
even if AP does accept your
invitation to a duel, it will end up being a gunfight. Someone will have to go. Even if you challenge AP to a duel, you two, the two of you would have a gunfight. Someone is going to have to go. That's how things go. That's how things are. That's how he rolled. That's how things are done in Texas. We're not going to have like some sanctioned karate match, Kumite style. We're not going to go Cobra Kai on this bitch. If we want to do fisticuffs, we do it over the internet. We do it in the fashion of internet blood sports.
But of course, James, you'd probably back out of a debate with someone who is
far, far intellectually superior to you.
Someone who has morals, someone who has ethics, someone who knows
when to draw the line.
Not me, though.
I have no limits. And sometimes it backfires on me, but
there is always a contender
that will take you up on your offer, James. Not me. I can't fight worth a damn.
Unless if it's like a Mortal Kombat tournament, then yeah, maybe. Or Street Fighter, or whatever.
Is when that ticket is not refunded, which it won't be, I figured I'd give it one last good try, okay, in good faith for someone. Okay? But the difference is this time, when it's not refunded, I'm not letting it die. I will be coming down still. I might change the date because her idiot boyfriend, who I don't think is her boyfriend because he seems to be ridiculously flamboyantly homosexual, and I believe was the troll, because a lot of people were saying in my comment section that were trolling with him. I think that was one of the Galena trolls, because they told someone,
was it Hatman?
Galena, to show me her big black So my point is, I think he was one of the Galena trolls, is my guess. I know he's a Hatman troll because he's subscribed to Hatman and no one else. I wouldn't doubt if he's Hatman's boyfriend, honestly. That's my guess, is that he's one of Hatman's boyfriends, because Hatman is obviously homosexual.
No, he's not. He's married.
Homosexual by the nature of the way he behaves and his overcompensation.
No, James. Hatman is married. Hatman has a wife and has kids. You're compensating for something else. So again, James,
don't assume what you don't know about people. Like I said, Hatman is married. He has a family. Unlike you, James. Who pretty much likes to say things that you don't say stupid shit and don't provide any evidence to the contrary. So again, James, do not make assumptions. And goddamn, your head looks like a potato.
I'm sorry. I am so sorry, but your head looks like a fucking potato. When you're... Dude. Maybe you shouldn't have shaved your head. Because... Oh my god. I hope Mary doesn't look at you. I hope Mary doesn't come to Pennsylvania. Otherwise, you'd be buried in the backyard next to Roberta.
I'm sorry.
And things of that nature. But the fact of the matter is, yeah, this time when my refund is not granted to me, I'm not simply going to let the ticket die like I was, because Royce and ROTC and these trolls have started a pissing contest. I will still be coming down. Now, like I said, her idiot boyfriend, the reason I will change the date and I won't let anyone know when I'm going down is, well, I had Hatman's people telling me they're going to put cocaine in my bags, and I have photographic evidence of this, and I have photographic evidence of the fact that her boyfriend was stating in a live stream that she was going to call the Argentinian police on me with no grounds, simply call...
Exactly, Meg B. What does this have to do with anything? Stop assuming, James.
You don't know these people. They're just fucking with you.
Rightfully so, because you're a creep. You're a stalker.
And you're a complete sucker at that, because...
Oh my god. You look like the type... You look like a shittier version of Taxi Driver. Yes, I was talking to... Yes, the film Taxi Driver with Robert De Niro. I mean, you basically have a similar mindset. Obsessing about a girl, having a disdain on humanity, pretty much lives in squalor, has a poor diet, and subscribes to, well, Marxist ideologies. There are a lot of red flags, James, and I'm looking at them right now. Even though this is from an archive channel,
But again,
every time I look at your face, every time I look at you, I can see
that, again, there is something wrong with you. And I'm not going to be like AP or Virgie or Hatman and call you a P word because, again, I don't know whether or not you are a P word. I just assumed, based on the fact that you liked an underage girl's photo on Instagram and followed said underage girl, even though you claim she's from India and girls in India look as if they are underage, which raises a lot of questions and raises a lot of red flags that you would say stupid shit like that. But then again, you're just trying to cover your own ass. And that's the thing I see with these people is they go by the policy, the CYOA policy. The CYOA policy, which is called cover your ass or cover your ass. Or the SF, it's basically the SF policy. No, not Street Fighter. Save face policy. Or CYOA. And no, I'm not stealing that from Drag. You know, I'm just going to call it SF. The SF policy. Save face. Yeah.
Call the police
It's the same
on me
thing.
to swat me and have me killed by the Argentine police. So I have photographic evidence of all of these things.
Allegations? Yes, these are allegations. These are allegations. Alleged allegations. Like I said, we don't know for sure if he is a P word. These are allegations. And yes, Leaf does have some screenshots of him talking about how he likes low. But then again, there's been some screenshots that were on AP's community tabs that suggest that James has admitted to liking Lolitas. I mean, I don't know if that is legitimate, or I don't know if he's just saying that to fuck with people. I mean, James saying that he likes Lolitas, but if, and this is a big if what James is saying, if the allegations were true and James is a nonce, then there would have been a lot of evidence. There would have been an investigation. Then again, he made a video defending Harvey Weinstein. I mean, not Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein. And he's pretty much talking about some of the good things that Epstein did, even though Epstein was outed as a chomo, despite the fact that Epstein was ousted as a chomo. And then he talks about the accomplishments. And not talking about the crimes. I mean, that says something about a person, right? Negating from the crimes that Epstein had committed, omitting the crime, omitting his crimes, and talking about his accomplishments.
and research and all that. I mean, you're defending a man who has been ousted as a chomo. And you're talking about his accomplishments? I mean, come on, James. You're basically pinning a bullseye on your head. Hell, that mark, that dot on your scalp almost looks like it's going to be a target. You just need to put another circle on it, and boom. I mean, I'm not going to go on here and tell James to go die. I'm not Adonis Paul. I'm not Virgie. And I'm not Hatman. I mean, dude, I have my own opinions. And my opinion is this. James, you suck. You fucking suck, James. I'm not going to go and say die. I'm not that much of a piece of shit.
Okay? These are crazy ass things that you people are doing to screw with me for no reason.
How old is James Megby? I would estimate that James is pretty much in his around 35, possibly early 40s. He's almost around Lucas Werner's age. He's probably around like the same age as Lucas Werner. And Eliana is 21 years old. And he's been stalking her for 6 years. And he liked pictures of her when she was 12. But he is a lot like Lucas Werner. If you don't know who Lucas Werner is, he's a creep in Spokane, Washington, who is so obsessed with I can't say underage girls, because he keeps talking about wanting to have sex with wanting to breed with an 18 to 21 year old Gen Z girl. Saying that that they have higher telomere counts. Yeah. So, in a way, Lucas Werner also wants to breed. And this is a running theme, a running joke with people who make jokes on James, that he wants to breed. This guy is almost in his 40s. And he's chasing after a girl who's pretty much in her early 20s.
The only reason for any of this was I cared about some girl that clearly didn't care about me, and I made a mistake. Okay? And the thing is, like, she might feel special because you guys reached out to her.
It is creepy.
With, the CBDX sponsorship. Randolph Vance reached out to her with the CBDX sponsorship monies. Yeah, she might feel special, but before...
I have no words. I got nothing. I got nothing to say about the whole issue regarding how much of a I'm not saying James is a monster. I'm just saying he's creepy. He's creepy as fuck. That's all I can say is James is a creepy bastard. But do I say he's a monster? Do I say he's a chomo? No. I know a lot of people will pretty much jump on the bandwagon and call him a chomo, probably because he has like that the that image. But again, I'm not AP. I'm not gonna go on here and I'm not gonna bash him, tell him to commit die. That's AP's job. My job is to observe and laugh and say some rhetoric, senseless rhetoric, just to pat out the time. But that's just it.
Before they were reaching out to her, they were reaching out to me. They wanted me to attack Adrazdia, and they wanted me to attack Lauren Pritchard, and they wanted to have me join the ROTC nonsense. And I didn't do it, and I won't do it. In fact, I have a number of videos planned.
I might have to go back to looking at Lauren Pritchard. If you don't know who Lauren Pritchard is, she's crazy.
I mean, she's pretty. I mean, Lauren Pritchard, she's pretty, but she's fucking batshit crazy. But then again, that's Virgie's cow. That's Virgie's cow, and that's AP's cow. Actually, no, I don't think AP covers Lauren Pritchard. The only people who cover her are Virgie, Mersh, and Hatman. Hatman doesn't really cover her that much. Unless he feels like it. Hell, I might even introduce Miss Moonbear to Lauren Pritchard. You know, just as a distraction from Truthfully Trisha. I mean, because right now she's currently covering Truthfully Trisha. I need to give her a distraction.
To hammer Adrazdia's Aunt Kathy. Because the one thing I found out about her, I didn't know this. Somebody sent me a link to Aunt Kathy's story time or something, and that bitch is freaking nuts. If you want to know why Adrazdia is the way that Adrazdia is, it's clearly related to trauma.
James, don't bash Aunt Kathy like that. Again, Aunt Kathy lost her sister recently. She's going through a difficult time right now, and I should respect her.
Like, I worked in mental health, like I said. You can tell.
No, James, you never worked in mental health. You were in a mental health facility. You didn't work in mental health. Stop lying. Stop lying, you dumbass.
I don't think he masturbates with pictures of her younger self. I mean, he lied.
Well, with Adrazdia, she probably has schizophrenia, or some sort of schizoaffective disorder or something like that, like she does say. But she clearly has been traumatized. I've worked with enough people that have.
Again, I think Adrazdia is a victim of trauma, but not from her family. No, not by her family, but by the trauma that she suffers. But the trauma that was brought on by guilt, not from
parental abuse, not from child abuse. The trauma that Adrastia faces is the guilt of being an accessory to the murder of Roberta Laws. That's the trauma she feels every day. Why do you think she's going on these manic tangents? Why do you think she's going on saying all this crazy shit? She's trying to elude from the fact that she may or may not have been involved in that poor woman's murder. So yeah. But instead of moving on from the trauma, instead of overcoming her trauma, Adrastia let the trauma corrupt her. Like I said, I think Adrastia is a victim of trauma, but instead of moving on from it or overcoming the trauma, she just let it twist her mind and made her into what she is right now. It's not because of a dysfunctional family. No. Mary or Adrastia is the dysfunctional one in this situation. And James, he too is dysfunctional. I mean, it's obvious that his family disowned him because he's a violent psychopath. And he comes on to defend Adrastia, all because he has a hate boner for people like Royce Lopez and Adonis Paul. That's the reason why he's defending Adrastia. Because he has a hate boner, because of his hate boner for Adonis Paul. So you can tell off the bat that James's videos are really hard. Well, his original videos, the ones on his channel, are really hard to sit through. That's why these archives are condensed. Because we're basically giving James the attention. That's why archive channels exist, so that he doesn't get attention. Rightfully so.
Have been traumatized, especially women that have come from abusive Christian families. They're very prevalent in the mental health field. In fact, most of the women come from abusive, oppressive Christian families, usually Catholic or evangelical.
Exactly, Michael. Exactly. James can put on this air and say that he worked with mental health. Hell, if we get James to start defending truthfully Trisha, he'd probably say the same about her. Say the same that she's been going through trauma from her ex-husband. Hell, why don't we just get him to defend Shani and Rev? I mean, he would. Probably because he might have a hate boner for some people who pretty much review and pretty much call liars out. Probably because they're associated.
And you can tell what's going on there with Adrastia, and it stems from I don't even to be honest. I know Adrastia claims abuse or something.
Like I said, James, Adrastia is not a reliable narrator. Adrastia claims a lot of things. And Aunt Kathy has confirmed that the stories that were in her book, if you call it a book, were basically ripped off from
the stories that Adrastia read as a kid.
Be honest, I skimmed a lot of her videos. She's not really somebody I pay too much attention to. I only started defending Adrastia because you people are so freaking terrible to her. When I saw what was going on in the comments section, I was like, somebody has to say something about this. But I do know she has stated that she was abused, and people don't believe she was abused. If you don't believe she was abused, you're crazy. That's about it. Her behavior is clearly that of somebody that's been abused and has developed like I have post-traumatic stress disorder.
I bet, and it's been confirmed that the reason why James's PTSD stems from his father blowing his brains out. That's where the PTSD came from. His father took his own life while he was 12 years old. And you say you don't watch Adrastia's videos. The only reason why you're defending her, is because, again, like I hate repeating myself. I hate it. But I have to say it. You don't like Adonis Paul. Because Adonis Paul was making fun of you. Because Adonis Paul and Royce Lopez were making fun of you and laughing at how stupid you are. And they're pretty much calling you out for being a stalker. And you don't like that. So then you find out that Adonis Paul was basically calling Adrastia out on her bullshit. And because you have a hate boner for Adonis Paul, you decide to defend her. Am I right, Michael? Am I right?
Not from being abused. The professionals say it's because when I gave my dad, I didn't see him shoot himself. What happened is I came in the room after he had shot himself, and I called 911. First, I started,
And Adonis Paul has said that this guy is mentally 12 years old. But he also said that he needs to die when he found screenshots of him saying that he likes Lolitas. So again, I don't want this fuckhead to die. I just want him to get help. Maybe you should have stayed in that mental hospital. And this is the thing I cannot understand when it comes to these types of people. Why are they given access to the internet? Why are all these crazy people just given access to the internet, knowing that they're going to do this shit? Do they really think someone is going to care about them? No. One background check would confirm people's suspicions
That this person cannot be trusted. So, yeah. Not looking good at all, James. Not looking too good for you at all, James. So, there's that.
Started doing the mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. I got his heart back because my PTSD is actually coming to grounds with the horrible things when I was a juvenile. I was put into these schools. Now, I was never in juvenile hall. What it was I got thrown out of the public schools and was put into special schools for juvenile delinquents. I was never put into juvenile.
I am so sorry to hear about that, man. I'm sorry to hear about that, Chase. Exactly. Yep.
Thanks for confirming the suspicions. I mean, AP hates him already. AP hates him. Because of the screenshots. Because of those screenshots of him liking 12-year-old pictures on Instagram. He has an excuse to hate him because, well, James is a creep and he might be a nonce. Allegedly a nonce. But if he starts saying that he faps to Lolicon or that he faps to Lolitas, that's grounds for an ass whooping, right? Guys, that is grounds for a beatdown. And it might not be from AP's crew, might not be from Royce Lopez Van Dam crew, but someone is gonna see these videos. Someone is gonna see this shit. And if anyone on the outside world finds out that this guy might be The Strange World of Arthur Brown, it's over for James. In case you're wondering what that reference is, Strange World of Arthur Brown, it's from Brass Eye. It's from the Brass Eye's Petageddon special, or Pedogeddon.
I'm sorry to hear about that, Chase. I really am.
See, my chat is always open for people who can
Tell stories about past trauma. I mean, I showed the slide. Unlike a Drastia,
and most definitely unlike James, I have empathy. I really do have empathy.
And Chase, your friend has my condolences.
Juvenile detention. I was never put into a juvenile detention center. But I was put in schools with the people from like Trenton and Philadelphia, the people that were too bad.
Oh shit. Oh shit. I forgot. Sorry.
Because I was so violent in my juvenile days. Like I
You were violent. Again, another red flag that even if no one finds out that you are, so you are fucking insane. Absolute insanity. Like I said, I mean, one look at this guy, one look at him. I mean, he looks like a skinhead. He looks like a shittier version of American History X. The way he starts saying all this Marxist ideologies, all this talk about fascism and shit, defending Jeffrey Epstein, and saying all this fuck shit. Absolute insanity, right, guys? That is absolute insanity. I mean, look at him. You can tell off the bat just by looking at him that he is not right in the head. And maybe he was a victim of trauma, but instead of getting help for it, moving on from it, he let it corrupt him. And he let it twist his mind. And much like Adrazia, it made him into what he is right now. So, there's that. But to me, I think James Robert Clark isn't someone that is just a complete asshole, just a complete idiot online. To me, I think James can be considered a danger to society. To me, I think James would be the type of person you'd read about in a headline when he does something extreme, and we won't be laughing anymore, right?
Put people in the hospital, like adults, that tried to break up fights between me and other children. So I got thrown out of the schools that were for the schools that were for the. I got thrown out of the schools that were for the bad kids, that were for the bad kids, that were for the bad kids, until I eventually got to the worst of the worst, where it was literally like me. It was like the worst. I was going to school with arsonists, people that literally shot people dead in the street, people that had stabbed people. My classmates were the worst of the worst. My school days were not even, we didn't learn anything. Because it was so, the people in my school were so terrible that they had been thrown out of everything. And the reason why I was capable of doing these things is because of the psychiatric medicine I was on, which shuts down your ability to think. Now, once my psychiatrist took me off all the psychiatric medicine, all these memories, I never forgot anything I did, but the psychiatric medicine deadens you to the emotions of what you've done. I've done some horrible things to people in self-defense.
I ain't gonna lie, I did some nasty shit when I was young too.
Now, I never committed a crime. It was always seen as self-defense. Even when I have gone before judges and stuff as a juvenile, it was always seen as self-defense. That's one of the reasons I never went to juvenile hall. It's because I was going to school with people that were so violent. Somebody had tried to stab me in school. I was going to school with killers, like literal killers, some of the people. So it was never seen as anything but self-defense. The problem was I hurt people badly, like really badly. And, normal people, which I wasn't at the time because of the psychiatric medicines I was on, but normal...
Every time I look at James, he gives me those weird-ass vibes. Like... I forget that movie, the French fried taters. French fried taters. Sling Blade. He gives me Sling Blade vibes. I mean, just look at James. Look at him. He gives me Sling Blade vibes right here. Just
normal people with normal thoughts and normal feelings, they don't want to hurt people. So when I became normalish again, all these thoughts, and it coincided with when I was homeless and when I was freezing to death and all this stuff, but the combination of the hypothermia and all this other crazy shit going on at the same time, the homelessness, living outside, not eating for weeks on end, all this crap combined with all the time to think, plus not being on the psychiatric medicine, because a couple years prior, my psychiatrist had taken me off the psychiatric medicine because he agreed with me that it was hurting me. It was hurting my ability to control myself. So all that combined, it made all these thoughts fill my head, all the bad things I did to people. And it made me feel terrible about myself and who I was as a person, because I had to do some really bad things to some really bad people to live. I mean, that was like, I was in a situation where it was fight or eat or be eaten. The law of the jungle, might is right. Okay? So, a normal person, like I'm saying, a normal person doesn't want to do that. That's not what a normal person wants to do. So I have those memories, and that's what I think caused my PTSD.
Normally, my streams usually take up until the end of the second hour to get going. Uh-huh. Ah. Yep. You guys hit the nail on the head. Maybe that's why he was stalking. Maybe that's why he was obsessed with Eliana back when 6 years back when she was still 16 years old. Maybe, and that is a scary thing and that is a scary thing. And that is a scary thought, right? I mean, and there are people like that. There are creeps out there who obsess over young girls and underage girls because they think that they can manipulate them into a relationship. I mean, like I said, I was in a stream with Security Monolizard and a few other people, and we were talking about this type of shit, and we brought up something that girls at 22 are not the brightest. I mean, I said that yes, that is a fact in some cases. Some girls are not the brightest at the age of 22 or even younger because their minds are not fully developed. Their hormones basically dictate their thought process. Hormones can dictate a young adult's thought process. So, yeah. And it makes them vulnerable to predators because they're very impressionable. Extremely impressionable. Hence why you see people like Lucas fucking Werner and James Clark stalking young girls because they think that they can manipulate them into a relationship. You know what I mean? And we should be taking this shit seriously. This shit should be taken seriously. And it's not. Hell, even AP got serious when shit like this came out, when it was revealed that he was trying to target young girls. That's when dad mode AP came on. Yeah. That's a big yikes, Platty. A real big yikes. If I hadn't seen it. Good point, Michael. Good point.
I don't know for sure, but I do know I'm whacked. Okay, that's what I do know. But the truth is, like this time when my refund is refused, I'll still be going down. There's nothing I can do but go down. Because I'm not letting the ticket die, and I'm...
Oh my god, dude. Dude. We just spent almost 2 hours trying to dissect this whole James dynamic, and now we're going back to the whole ticket to Argentina thing. I mean, face it, James, you're never going to Argentina. You can lie all you want, but this is the same story I've heard from you so many times. It's not going to happen, bub. You're just gonna have to suck that shit. You're never going to see Eliana. Oh wait, who am I kidding? Oh wait, who am I kidding? If you do go to Argentina, you must go to Lake Titicaca in Nicaragua, where you will sacrifice a roll of TP to the Great Bunghole, to the Great Bungholio. And yeah, I'm gonna show like a crackhead.
I'm certainly not giving it to anybody. But the ticket is an authentic ticket, and I have tried diligently so that I didn't stress her out. When I go down, I will not be seeing her. I have a feeling I'm going down anyway, because I'm saying that I'm waiting on the refund. I hope I get the refund. I could put $800 towards a lot of things that actually matter to me. Going to Argentina doesn't matter to me because I don't matter to her.
Yep. You don't matter to Eliana because, again, she hates you. I mean, to be real, James, to be fucking real, what do you have to offer? The guy she was seeing has a job. He makes good money. He's good looking. I ain't gonna lie. And he has one hell of a, and he drives a car. What do you have to offer? I mean, look at you, James. You're ugly as sin. I ain't gonna lie, he is ugly. You come off as a condescending dipshit claiming to be an intellectual. But in actuality, you're a creep. You have no job. Live on government assistance. I'm not harping on that. You have no means of supporting yourself. And you claim to be a karate master, but in actuality, you're just a fool. So again, your chances with Eliana are absolutely zero. So yeah, it ain't gonna happen. There's nothing you could say or do that will happen. You can deny it all you want. You could say that Eliana, you're not going to go to Argentina for Eliana, but we all know damn well that you want to go, I don't know. I mean, dude, just, no, James. You're a creep. You're a stalker. And you're a menace to society. Maybe you had some fucked up shit happen to you when you were 12, and maybe it affected your mind. But I look at you now. I look at you. And I see someone who is utterly a complete shit. I look at you with an ounce of disgust because of your action. You can go and present yourself as an intellectual all you want, but it's not gonna it's not going to negate the fact that you are a monster, James. I mean, I wouldn't say you're a monster. I'm saying that, yeah. You need help. You need professional help, man.
Now, if I mattered to her, that would be a different story. That's not how it works. When I bought that ticket, I was under the assumption that somebody had her under a state of duress and was harming her. That's why I got an $800 ticket to go to a foreign country to make sure my friend was okay. And no, I wasn't planning on doing anything naughty with her.
You want to breed with her? Come on, James. You really want to breed with Eliana. James Clark must breed. I think we should... I don't know if we should make Lucas Werner must breed jokes, too. But, okay. I'm not going to come on here and say, yeah, Lucas needs to die. Dude, I'm not Adonis Paul. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say Lucas Werner needs to die. And yeah, I'm probably going to have to look at Lucas again. But again, it's just, no. I mean, I'm not going to go and say that shit. Even though there are people who will think that. But I'm not going to be like that.
That was not in the plans. I was concerned about my friend. I honestly was.
James, Eliana's not your friend. Stop fooling yourself. You were never friends. Maybe you were talking with her when she was younger, but again, like what Hatman said, life experience changes people. And Eliana's a different person than she was when you first met her. So, yeah.
And I thought that somebody, like, honestly, what am I going to do? Go to the police and say, I think maybe someone at an address that I don't know, because I don't know her address, regardless of what people think. I actually don't know her address. But what was I supposed to do? Call the authorities in Buenos Aires? I'm not giving her town away. In Buenos Aires, that's not her town. There's different parts. But the thing is, what am I going to do? Call the police and go, maybe there's this chick that I kind of know that kind of stopped talking to me abruptly, and I kind of think she's in trouble because these people are threatening to kill me, and she told me she doesn't know who they are, and she told me they lied about her having a baby, and she told me that, and I'm worried about it. No, I can't do that. The only logical recourse is to get a plane ticket and go down there to make sure my friend was okay. That's the only logical thing I could have done.
Eliana is not your friend. She never was. She only felt sorry for you back then because she was young. I believe you don't have any actual friends in real life. You never had. If whatever you said was true, you never had any friends. Probably because your whole life was fucked up when your dad blew his brains out. And that would cause a lot of trauma. That does cause a lot of trauma. So, again, nature versus nurture. You are what you are a product of your own environment. We are products of our own environment, ladies and gentlemen. on the other hand, you obviously know how this guy thinks, right? So, yeah.
And the thing is, unfortunately, I'm probably not going to get the refund. I have diligently tried to get that refund, originally for her, because I didn't want to stress her out. However, after the way she has treated me, this isn't for her. I just don't want to waste the $800 if I don't get the refund. That's the honest truth. I'm not wasting my money because somebody that does not like me has decided to...
Folks, 2 hours in. Well, 3 hours. Like a stream, guys. Like the stream. Like the stream, folks. Like the stream. I'm gonna be sharing the link around again. Again, like the stream and subscribe. The goal is 500. Well, we'll get to that milestone, but if you haven't already, don't forget to like the stream. I know it was rough at first because of the Velociraptor. But again, don't forget to like the stream. Like the stream. We've had some fuck shit earlier because a troll was pretty much trying to fuck with me. Yeah, I did. Yeah, there were some technical difficulties in the beginning, probably because it was an outside source. But again, things are working better. Well, better than they were before, but I mean, it was something that I thought was out of my control. And I realized, yeah, some things didn't go well. So yeah, things didn't really go well at first because I wasn't aware. And now I finally have the balls.
Try to make a fool out of me so that they can get funding from a fake designer drug company, CBD, the designer drug company that Randolph Vance works for. None of this, because I know everything now, it changes the situation. But that doesn't mean I'm going down there to harass anybody or hurt anybody. I don't even want to go down there except for the fact that I don't want to waste my money. So this time when I don't get my refund, I'm afraid I'm still going to be going down there. But originally I wasn't going to go down until Royce started this pissing contest between he and I. Okay? And now I got trolls. Now they're more covert with how they do things.
I mean, dude, earlier things were going out because of trolls. Trolls were pretty much fucking with me. And yes, probably because they saw that I was having audio issues. And that was probably due to the app that pretty much was using the same audio technology from earlier. And it was touch and go at first, but things got better when I decided to boot that shit out. Yeah, that is stalker logic, right? Don't forget to like the stream, guys. it was a bit hasty at first, but
In my inbox, my emails, my Instagram, things like that, they're more covert. They're not doing it as publicly, so someone doesn't see what they're doing, so they can go, look at him, he's a bad, 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 bad man. Well, I'm not being a bad person. I was the only one trying to be a good person the whole time.
again,
And I got exactly what good people get. Shit on.
don't kid yourself, Jamie boy. And now let's see. Now let's finish off with one more Drastia video because fuck Jane, fuck her.
I've just made something unexpected.
I stand corrected. Hell no. Hell no. To the nah nah nah. Hell to the nah. To the nah nah nah. Okay, so I've never really covered this guy. Probably because this motherfucker, this Jabba the Hutt looking motherfucker is none other than Jared motherfucking Genesis. This guy is a creep. This guy is a Ross. Jared Genesis, the pedophile. Now, this guy is a pedophile, or at least that's what they say he is, but again, he has shown that he has pedophilic tendencies, and this guy, he is back, or at least he'll say he's back, but I'm pretty sure.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy Jared Genesis, and welcome to my Odyssey channel. It's great to have you here, man. Yeet. I survived YouTube. I survived Susan Wojcicki. What a terrible human being she is. Oh, by the way, guys, you might notice my voice. The picture sucks, but yeah, I got my camera installed, my fucking Logitech, so you can at least hear me better. But Odyssey, I've been having some trouble with. They won't let me go full HD.
Well, I think the reason why they won't let you go full HD is because you have to pay a subscription to Odyssey to go full HD. So you're not going to expect some good quality. That's why I don't go on Odyssey. Those memberships cost a fucking fortune. $20 a month for a fucking subscription? No, thank you. Why do you think I don't pay for StreamYards? Because I don't want to waste $20 a month for a subscription for a platform that I rarely even use. And I know you can get a lot of people on your panel, but again, is it worth it?
I'm working on it. It said you can do 720p anyway. Yeah, it's a thing. But guys, it's great to be here. God bless you guys. I love you all. I've really been able to work on myself. You know, I feel great. Spiritually,
I feel great. Look at you, look at you, Jared. Look at you. You say you feel great, but you're bloated as fuck. You look like you had an allergic reaction. Look at you. Maybe it's the pills that you were taking, the antipsychotics. I mean, there are some antipsychotics that'll make you gain water weight. But look at you, man. You're fucking haggard as shit. You look haggard.
feel good. You know what I'm saying? And listen, I'm not going to preach to you guys in this video, but I'm just going to say this.
Yeah.
I fight for good, and I slay evil. Okay? Archangel. He's my big homie right here. If I can
Oh, dear God.
It's my camera, guys. It goes on opposites, but I believe this is a spiritual war we're facing. Shout out to Smokey Dog on YouTube. He believes the same thing. That's the reason why he probably keeps getting banned. Shout outs to Camelot 331. He just got swatted. I knew that would happen with the guy, unfortunately. And you know why that is? It's because he's got a pure soul.
You obviously...
Haters are evil. Haters are evil. And they can't stand people that have a pure soul. And it's because people are attracted.
Didn't you say that the reason you would date an underage girl is because they have a pure soul? Didn't you say that you would fuck a minor because their souls are pure? I could be wrong. I could be fucking wrong, but... You said some really fucked up shit in the past. Do you really think people are gonna forget about that? Do you really think people are gonna forget that you said some really fuck shit? And you come on Odyssey trying to act like this shit didn't happen? There are archive channels that have a catalog of your disgusting antics. So yeah, you can go and say you turned over a new leaf. You can say you've changed. But again, you could say it's all in the past, but you can, but know this. Know this. The internet is forever. What happens? What you did on YouTube has what you did on the internet has every right to stay up. It's forever, Jared. So, yeah. Have fun on Odyssey, Jared. Have fun on Odyssey.
Back to that. Camelot, he's got charisma. And that's why haters don't get views. It's because people don't like watching potatoes. People with nothing inside their soul. People with no personality. You know? There's a reason why, guys, a lot of haters don't show their faces. There's a reason why they don't go behind a camera. It's because they know they can't. They don't have what it takes, guys. And you know what? I'm just praying for them. I am. I wish them well. I wish my haters well. You guys couldn't destroy me. I know you probably wanted me to catch a bullet when you swatted my house.
Yep. Sounds about right. Because pedophiles are not even human. I wouldn't even consider pedophiles human. You guys are disgusting. If I ran society, I'd round up every pedophile, place them on a deserted island, and yes, I'd probably have it nuked into orbit. I mean, that's a logical thing to say, right, guys? Am I right? That's logical to say, right? And the fact that they think that YouTube will coddle them because free speech. There are limits to free speech. There are limits to what you can say and what you can't say on the internet. So, and not to mention, I keep saying this, the internet is forever. There are archives, Jared. Archives of you saying a lot of deplorable shit about wanting to have sex with an underage girl or an underage boy. Whatever is your preference. Do you really think we're going to forget about that? You really think that people are that stupid enough to forget? Archives speak more than what the current videos say. So, nice try, asshole. Nice fucking try. Shotgun.
You know, I know you wanted that, but I'm sorry to say I walk on a path much higher than yours. You know, I walk on the path of God. And I know my presence destroys your demons inside. Your demons can't stand my face, and that's why it bothers you. Alright? So I'm not really mad at you. That's the thing, man. And I've learned that.
I am the spirit of vengeance.
I want to say thank you to my haters who helped me learn that. To really meditate on that. Since I didn't have internet. You know, I was addicted to pornography too, I'll admit that.
CP?
I watched pornography every fucking day, dude. And it turned me into somewhat of a coomer. I won't lie. My testosterone levels probably weren't healthy. But I feel good, man. I do masturbate. Just
Oh god, don't say that shit, motherfucker. Don't go and say that shit. The thought of you fapping to Lolicon is just gross. Just the thought of you fapping to Lolicon is just gross, Jared.
just about every day, every other day, but I definitely cut out my masturbation time, you know. Dude, I would sometimes go 7 times a day. I'm not even lying. And that can really fuck up like your serotonin, dopamine, stuff like that. Like, there really is a science to it. But with that said, don't believe the lies of, like, NoFap. They're all full of shit.
No Nut November?
You can still masturbate, guys. You're not going to become an ugly monster if you touch your penis or, you know.
Don't kid yourself, Jared. I mean, look, have you looked at yourself in the mirror lately?
As the great Joshua Faye Sanders says, you know, King Cobra, what is it? Oh, damn, what is it?
Don't bring King Cobra into your shit. You sick fuck.
The walnut. Touching the walnut. Oh, I love that guy. God bless him. I'm praying for him, you know. Josh is on a lost path right now, but he's got a good heart. And one day he'll learn that, you know, Satan is not his true master. Because, Josh, if you're watching this, dude, Satan doesn't want anything to do with you because you have a pure heart. This is why you're lost in a limbo where you don't really have a lot of... See, I was like this, too. You're on a lost path, dude.
I don't really think...
You don't know that.
I mean, some can be reformed, but not
you're sort of a nomad.
all... But...
And I sort of walk the path of...
It depends on whether or not
I'm not like
that they did touch a child.
It's
I mean,
reason why
they might not be able to touch one, but the ones that actually did touch children...
It's because I don't really belong to anyone.
Yeah,
I guess you
fuck
could say
them.
I'm kind of like...
The ones who did act on their... Who do act on their urges, and... yeah, fuck those guys. I mean,
Gear quote here,
fuck them.
You know,
they can catch a bullet if they... for all I care. The ones that...
It's just what I
mean, people who...
But you know,
hell,
like, you can learn.
Hell! It even goes for people who target older people. Older people who are... who have dementia. Who are not mentally there, too. Because they can't consent.
Trying to adapt and be happiness. Well, I won't say happy, but you can survive on your own. We're naturally gregarious people. As humans,
I agree.
We're meant to be in groups. Some people, they don't have that, though. I don't belong to anything.
I don't belong to anything.
I love God, and I love Jesus, but Christians, they don't relate to me.
I don't belong to anything either. I don't belong to any political group. That's why I consider myself a vagabond. That's why I'm a vagabond. I'm my own person. I'm my own person. And honestly, I don't care what other people say about me. They can laugh at me, they can fuck with me, they can say all this fuck shit about me. All they want. They could say that my connection is bad. They could say that they can barely even watch my streams, all they want. But again, I am me. And yes, I don't really belong to any group, and that's okay. I don't need to. I'm fine for who I am.
Like, I don't relate to most of them anyway.
I don't relate to anyone either.
But anyway,
I'm an animal.
All that's, shit aside, it's good to be here. And I'm glad to know there are people who support me. Shout outs to all you old schoolers out there. You know what I'm saying? The old school Jared Genesis fans, the Lord Genesis fans, the Punky J fans.
He never really had any actual fans, right? Jared never actually had any fans. No. He just had a bunch of people who troll him. People who just fuck with him on a regular. I mean, he did say some fuck shit. But that fight with his dad, I mean, oh my god. I'm a real man! Remember that shit? Don't play with me, boy. Don't play with me. While Breaking Benjamin was playing in the background. I mean, the lyrics does say that. The lyrics do suit the scenario. I can't afford to care. I can't afford to care, guys. And I don't think anyone should care. He ain't a real man. He claimed that he was a real man. Oh my god. I mean, I can't with Jared. I just can't. That's why we're gonna look at some of the old shit. Fuck you, Adrazia. Fuck you. I'm just gonna end it off with some classic shits. We're just gonna end it off with some classic. I mean, I can't with Jared. I mean, I can't. Maybe sometime when I have enough shit, when I have enough time, and maybe enough patience. Or for now, we're gonna end it off with a classic. A classic Adrastia. We're gonna end it off with some classic Adrastia, so. I'm just gonna find an old video. Something really old. Something that reminds me of simpler times. Simple times. Here you go. Bunholio.
Y'all are lying. You're straight lying. You're saying that I openly admitted to helping rape a 16-year-old girl. I never did that. I never admitted to doing that. I never acknowledged that that happened. He never told that they were having sex. I was always told that it was not a sexual relationship.
Denial can be an ugly thing. Am I right, guys? Am I right?
I was always under the impression that it was not.
Oh, sure, Mary. You were just driving him over to that girl's house for quote-unquote emotional support. And then you call us, and then you call AP's fans Nazis. And then you called Adonis Paul Hitler. I mean, this was the catalyst for what this is one of the many aspects of when her downfall came. Is when she called Adonis Paul Hitler. Or said, "Hey, Adonis Hitler." To which Adonis Paul replied with, "What? I mean, don't call me Hitler." That was funny. Don't call me Hitler. Also, Bunholio.
So, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Also, you're saying that my fan base is gone, my fans are gonna leave, but no. Y'all are the ones that are going to leave, and that's fine. Because y'all are Nazis. I'm literally being attacked by Nazis. They're angry at the transgendered situation. They're railing against the unisex bathrooms. They got upset with me for having pink hair because that's not conformist. They're literally Nazis. And my viewers would understand that we don't care if the Nazis hate us. Hey, Adonis Hitler.
What? Don't call me Hitler.
It doesn't bother me that Hitler hates me. In fact, if you're doing something in life that makes a Nazi hate you, you're probably doing something right.
Oh my god. Dude, Mary, that really wasn't much funny. Oh god! Classic!
I lost myself on a cool, damp night.
Oh, so this is what she looks like with hair. Holy fuck, this is a classic! This was back when she had hair. Back before she lost her hair. Oh my god.
Was hypnotized by a strange delight.
Oh god. This is an old video, by the way. This is a really old video.
I made wine from the lilac tree.
And she sucks at singing.
What in its recipe?
I'm going insane.
Let me see what I want to see and be who I want to be. When I think more than I want to think, do things I never should do.
Is this a recording of someone dying?
Drink much more than I ought to drink.
It's like nails on a chalkboard.
It brings me back you. Lilac wine is sweet and heady.
That's why we got some weed. That's why we got some pills to tolerate this shit.
Lilac wine.
Can't even carry a tune to save her ass.
Unsteady waves.
Sorry, I'm sounding a bit distant. But again, this is a classic. This is a real classic, Mary.
I cannot see clearly.
You're right, she does look normal. Yeah, she does look normal. It almost looks like she's wearing a wig, to be honest. It's almost as though she looks like she's wearing a wig. Maybe she was wearing a wig, but I don't know. This is what she looked like with hair. And I could tell because of the Facebook photos that were shared, that she shared in that one video when she was trying to disprove the fact that she lived in a trailer. Does she really think she can sing? Even in this video, she still sucks at singing. And I'm not harping on her for trying. I mean, come on. This is a drowsy we're talking about. Yes, this is Mary, the Batman. This was back when she was still... This was back when she had hair. And I'm sorry, the Batman, you're late for the party. I'm gonna end this stream off. But again, if you feel a bit generous, and if you can't, but if you don't want to go see a dominatrix, but if you don't want to spend the money to go see a dominatrix, but you still want to feel bad, the links to my PayPal and my Cash App are in the description below, as well as in the chat, at the beginning of the chat, if you want to go check that shit out. But this is a riveting stream. Sure, it had a few ups and downs at the beginning, but there have been a lot of fuck shit going on tonight, and I really wasn't up to it until I finally got my balls back. And that's it. Oh, god damn it. That was a roller coaster, guys. Yes, we had our ups and downs. But in the end, we made it. We fucking made it. And now, it is time to retire. I just want to thank everyone who came in and thank you guys. Thank you guys for coming in. And I just want to thank my mods, Platty and Corgi, for making sure things are in check, for making sure some shady people don't try and mess up the flow. I also want to thank Chase for donating the $10. I mean, thank you for your generous offer. Thank you for your generous donation. I mean, a little help goes a long way, right? I just want to give a shout out to Panda. I just want to get to Panda, Platty, the Batman, Yato, Corgi, and Reality Check. You guys are goats. And also I want to give a shout out to Michael Hatfield and Be Smiley, even though Be Smiley, and Spiritual God Warrior 420. You guys are goats. And you've been there for me for a while. And also a shout out to Lil Git too. Once again, you guys are goats. And hopefully I'll be seeing you in future streams when things start to go back to normal. Or at least when daylight savings starts. Anyway, if you like this stream, if you liked it and you want to see more, and if you had the strength to put up with the technical difficulties, please hit that like button. Again, why not subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of this shit? If you want to see more of my antics. If you feel generous and want to donate a few dollars, my PayPal is in the description, as well as my Cash App. Also, they're also in the chat too, the top of the chat. For those of you who forgot, for those who are still curious. But if you want to reach out to me, my Twitter is at rgjaime91. And if you want to chat or hang out, let me shoot a link to the Discord. You can find me there on Discord. Let me just put it here. I'm going to be taking a quick break. I'm going to be taking Meg B's advice. And probably take a break from a draft, yeah. Because, well, she is emotionally draining, and she pretty much has soured my mood as of recently, but don't forget, Wednesday at 10, same time, I'll be doing the Zilla show, where I talk about Wings, the recent Wings of Redemption drama, where, with his neighbor, don't forget. And, that's pretty much the announcements. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for showing up. And thank you for being freaking awesome. That being said, I am Rickzilla. And I shall see you guys in the near future. Peace out, folks.